Hi everyone, so welcome back to the Match Fishing Magazine YouTube channel. Today we're out at the brilliant Woodland View Fishery. We're out with Chris Cameron from FEVA and we're shooting a feature for the next issue of Match Fishing Magazine, which you can read all about. We're just going to show you a few little tips and tricks. Lovely F1 there. Basically we're going to be talking about how, as the weather's changing still, you know, it's still worth trying to stack the odds in your favour, you know, still fishing quite light gear, basically just trying to catch everything in your peg. That's about right, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, definitely.
So what we're doing today is fishing just down the edge and short, you know, on a lot of these commercials, there's absolutely loads of fish now this time of year to catch short and down the edge. And it's just about stacking those odds in your favour. Should we have a little look at that rig before you ship it out, Chris?
Sure do. There you go.
Because I think that's quite key, isn't it? You know, how you shot in the rig and just talk me through top to bottom with the float and the shot in.
So that's a 4x12 float, just nice and bright bristle.
Yeah.
So you can see it, nice and strong as well, because we are still fishing in the margins.
Yeah.
I've also got the back shot.
Key piece, that?
Definitely a key piece. Keeps your rig straight. You know, your presentation perfect.
Yeah.
And then down further down, it's just nice and simple.
Got a bulk, spread
bulk, so it's a bit delicate because there's F1s and carp. Just taper it down. I do like to, I've got an 8-inch hook length because I do like to go a bit longer, because sometimes when you're catching carp rather than a 6-inch.
Yeah.
16 hook.
Let's have a little look at that. 16 hook. And
formal expander.
Yeah. So nice and simple.
Catches pretty much everything that swims.
See, this is the key, isn't it? It's easy,
yes.
It's easy to go to these venues and fish big baits, heavy rigs, and you're kind of narrowing down your target species, aren't you?
Yeah.
Whereas when you do this, fish with a little pellet, you're just looking to catch everything.
You can, yeah, you'll catch skimmers, F1s, and even the carp, because they're coming in, they're mopping up your bait. Today I'm feeding Fishery micros.
Yeah.
Just a small bit.
Just soften them.
Soften them in the water. Just gently press them in, not too many.
And that's the thing, isn't it? You're not piling the bait in either.
Little and often.
Yeah. I know it sounds simple, which it does, doesn't it? But it is. It's easy to overcomplicate this, isn't it?
Yep. And if you keep just little and often, keep putting some bait in, the fish come to that, and you just build your swim up.
Yeah.
It's not about piling a load of bait in.
Yeah. It's easy to go in with the big pot, isn't it? Chuck loads of bait around your peg and mess it up almost before you've started.
Yeah, I see a lot of times, even at the whistle, people, they put a great big pot in and you're like, well, I'm not going to even feed that probably all day.
Yeah.
And then
bite straight away.
Bite straight away, indications.
And what about working this rig? Because you've kept the rig on the move, haven't you, as well?
Yes, what I'm doing here, obviously it's warming up, but it's still not, I'm not completely in the shallow margins. I'm down the shelf a bit. I'm getting indications and I'm working the rig. I'm fishing against the slope.
Yeah.
As you can see. And then just keep lifting and resetting the rig. And then when the fish finds it, you'll get a nice positive bite.
And we're on front deans, aren't we, here?
Front deans, yeah.
Front deans at Woodland View, like we say where we are. But I know this fishery is different now. When I used to fish it a couple of years ago, a few years back now, a lot of carp, a lot of big fish, but there's a lot of F1s in here now, aren't there?
Yes, over the last few years they've been restocking it, and they have been putting carp in as well, but they also have been putting a lot of F1s. So you get plenty of bites, but the big carp are still in here. They're just very wise and wary nowadays.
Yeah, they always were. There were always crafty fish in here.
Well, they've been fished for a lot. You imagine when we used to come here, it was like 4 or 5 matches a week.
Yeah.
There you go. And again, nice light elastic.
What is this elastic, Chris?
Yes, it feels lovely. It's the new FEVA hybrid elastic.
Hollow?
It's a hybrid.
A hybrid.
It's coated in a pure silicone. So it's really well lubricated. And this is only a 6 to 8. So it's going to handle and catch everything in your peg. But it does power up really nice.
Yeah. And like you've got it there,
Through a puller.
Combined with the puller, you're in control, aren't you? What about flavours or anything, Chris? You flavoured up your pellets or anything? Your hook pellets?
I like coating my hook bait with CSL.
Okay.
It's the flavour, but it's also the consistency of the expander. It keeps it firm.
We'll have a look at that in a sec. And that's a Bait-Tech CSL, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. We'll have a closer look at this pole as well and talk about that because...
A lovely ghosty F1.
Oh, nice. Putting up a good account of himself, isn't he? Oh, that's a better one.
Beautiful fish. And again, you can see with the elastic, you just play them out, use the puller bung. Makes the job easy.
That's what you want. It is so easy to overcomplicate fishing, isn't it? And you kind of lose yourself, don't you, with your fishing? And
Just put the rig down.
Some lovely fishing here now.
Yes, look at that. Very lively.
Wow, beauty. And even if you were going to catch, you know, bigger, you'd get £8–10 fish out in this kit, wouldn't you?
Yeah, easily. That's the whole idea. I mean, what's that? That's £2 plus.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take long to build a weight up of them either. And then what you'll probably find is as the day goes on, as the match goes on, the bigger fish will start to show. And again, you'll easily get them out on that.
Shall I have a little look at your side tray with your baits? Shall I just come around that side?
Come round that side, I'll move my pole.
Little bit of corn as well, do you think that's important?
Yeah, a bit later on, like I said, again, the carp might move in, so I could put a bigger bait on. There's the expanders, look.
Yeah, and it's interesting, the CSL, you think it changes the consistency?
I don't leave them in the water, look. You can leave them like that, even in the sun, they won't float. And look how firm. Squeeze that.
Because it can be quite tricky to get them right.
Yes.
These are a Bait-Tech expander.
These are Bait-Tech 6mm expanders and 4mm.
Fishery pellets.
Fishery pellets, a few maggots, because the fishery, quite a few people do use maggots here. So obviously you've got to cover all your options. But today it's just been micros and expanders, it's been lovely.
Yeah, should we go down and get another one?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks nice, that elastic. I say, it's just something for, you just catch everything on it basically.
Yes. And it brings through a puller and a bead.
And this, you think this strung bulk, that's the way to do it?
I like to start like that.
Yeah.
Slightly more delicate rather than just a bulk.
Yep.
But you can adjust it, you can spread it out with these stots as well. They move easily, you don't damage your line. So if I was getting a lot of fish, well, like today, maybe I'd even put it down right down and bulk it to there, so you get it down more positive.
Yes.
But because I'm fishing on a shelf, strung out, and it just sinks down, lift, work the rig, bang, you get a bite.
Yeah, and the fishing's been brilliant, let's be honest.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's interesting you're not feeding a lot as well.
No, you don't need to. Obviously we're pleasure fishing almost as well, but
yeah,
even in a match, that's all like, you're catching one fish at a time.
Yeah.
Especially with these F1s, you put too much bait in,
you'll get daft, don't they?
Yeah, and they're just all over your peg, you can't catch them, you fail hook them.
What about this pole then, Chris?
I'm truly impressed, to be honest. I mean, it's a margin pole, but I'd be quite happily to fish, you know, you can fish 10 metres with it full length.
Yeah.
No problem.
I've done a couple of reviews lately on a couple of 10-metre poles, and I tell you what, they're so good now. I haven't fished with this particular one yet. So this is the FEVA.
Yep.
Show you the graphics there, but if you're the type of angler who doesn't need to fish long, I tell you what, you don't need anything else, do you?
No, I mean, you can get a few top kits with this, you buy some more, the cost is minimal nowadays for what it is.
Yeah, and you've not got thousands of pounds in your hold all, have you?
You could quite easily compete in a match with this.
Yeah, especially this sort of fishing as well, where you're just short
and down the edge. And again, I haven't dotted my float right down because you're getting a lot of indications, and I like to be able to work out what's a proper true bite.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you dot it, you know, you'd be lifting it, lots of indications in liners.
And again, you're just not leaving that bait still for long, are you, at all?
A lot of it is because I'm on a shelf, you could get wafted up the shelf a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm just resetting the rig. And a lot of time the fish will follow it down
But it's interesting as well that you're not tucked right up against that bank yet either.
Again, like I say, it might be sunny and warm, but the water isn't completely warmed up. The frosty nights.
Yeah, it's still cool, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm coming out away from the shaft, not right in the margins quite yet. Maybe as the day later goes on, I might move up.
And where are we? Early April while we're filming this. So yeah,
Yes.
the nights are still...
I mean, it was 4 degrees when I come here this morning.
Yeah.
I think there was a frost the day before.
Yeah, exactly. So and that's why this approach where you're kind of targeting everything, you're not limiting your options, are you? Especially if you're fishing the matches.
I mean, especially like today, the carp could just be sat somewhere basking, and you may not, they might turn up later on, but you need to be putting fish in your net. And even if you're catching skimmers, you're still putting fish in your net.
Yeah, and that's the thing. These just keeping that weight going in, it all adds up, doesn't it? At the end of the day.
Try a 4 mil.
What about rig lines, Chris?
I've got 020 main line.
Just for the robustness.
Yes. If the carp show up in numbers, I've got a rig strong enough that I could up the main line, up the hook length, which I'm fishing 014 at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I say, if I need to, I could up it. I could up it up to 018 if I have to, if you really start bagging big carp.
Yeah.
Because there's still some in here, and like a lot of other venues.
Just gives you that versatility on the rig, doesn't it? It's easy to go 016 mainline and you're capped then, aren't you, really?
And with this, it's durable. You can move your shot up and down wherever you want. There's no chance of wearing it out.
So keep that hook bait moving. Don't feed too much. Use light rigs.
And then you change to a 4 mil expander.
That elastic's lovely, isn't it?
It's smooth. It's lovely.
It looks it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it can look a bit jerky as it comes out the pole tip, but
I think because it's coated in that pure silicone.
Yeah. That's in the shops now, is it?
Yes, in the shops. You can get it in the shops now. You get enough elastic to do 2 top kits.
Ah, brilliant.
So again, just stripped out a little bit on the puller, play the fish.
And just taking your time. They don't count when they come off, eh?
They don't count if they're not in the net.
Yeah, exactly. And you'd adopt this sort of approach on most venues at this time of year?
I adopt this approach probably most of the time, all year. Just put fish in the net.
Brilliant. Well, we'll have a close look at that one, and I think we'll end the video there.
Another lovely F1. I mean, you put one of them in a bung on your net, doesn't take very long.
They're fighting fit, these fish are.
Yes, very clean as well, good condition.
Lovely job, thanks for that, Chris.
All right.
There you go, guys, then. A few top tips there. Just don't be too selective. You know, look to target all species, small hook baits. Don't go mad on your rigs, and hopefully that will help you put a few more fish in there. Hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. Don't forget to check out some of the other videos on the Match Fishing Magazine YouTube channel. There's plenty of content to go out, not only these sorts of tippy vlog videos, but also some reviews as well. A big thanks to Chris.
Thank you.
And don't forget you can check out the full feature in the next issue of Match Fishing Magazine. Catch you next time, guys.